Welcome to Book Your Imagination. My name is Anne. This is officially my August wrap-up, but I didn't do a lot of reading in August, so there is not a lot to talk about. But I do want to announce that the first part of my interview with Alana McFall will premiere next Tuesday night, September 17th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. I spent probably 2 hours talking to Alana over the course of 2 different days, and she's interesting and articulate, but honestly, I would not sit down and watch a 2-hour interview. So I can't imagine any of you would do it as well. Well, probably some of you would. But anyway, I'm going to break it up into at least five different segments. And the first of these is going to premiere next Tuesday night. So it's going to be a really good interview. I started August by reading Wrecked, which is the third book in the IQ series by Joe Ide. I had started it in July, and I had included it as part of my July wrap-up. And at the point in time where I was reading it at the end of July and beginning of August, it was really exciting, and I was looking forward to finishing it. But I was really disappointed in the ending. So it only got 3 stars from me. I feel like the characters ended up in the same place they started from. I didn't feel like there was really any character arc in this story at all. So I was pretty disappointed in it, a 3-star read. The next book I read was The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. This was her debut novel. Last month I read 99% Mine, which was her second novel, and I really liked that one. This book I did not like so much. It was a 2-star read for me, and the reason is because the protagonist in this book is a psycho. I mean, we see the story from her point of view, so in her world, she knows she's a little off, but I don't think she realizes how off she really is. She is a psycho. Everything is a game. Everything is a win-lose proposition. The idea of a win-win just doesn't really occur to her. She accuses Josh, who is the romantic interest in this, although she hates him at first, so it's kind of a hate-to-love story. And she accuses him of things he doesn't do. She's spying on him. She is psycho. So at the end of the story, it's a romance. It's supposed to be a happy ending. I couldn't possibly see this as a happy ending. I really see this woman as being destructive and turning out to be like a Betty Broderick who broke into her ex-husband's house and shot him and his new wife, or Lisa Nowak, the astronaut who drove from Texas to Florida wearing diapers so she wouldn't have to stop for the express purpose of kidnapping and murdering her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. I mean, this is the kind of psycho that she was, and it bothers me that this type of behavior is kind of normalized in the book. If I had read The Hating Game first, I never would have read 99% Mine, and probably would never read anything else by Sally Thorne. And now I'm kind of on the fence with her as an author. I don't really know whether I will continue, because this character was psycho. And then the third book I'm reading is The Overstory, which won the Pulitzer Prize for 2019. And this story is exquisite. It is excellent. It is so well told, but it is also an extremely long story. I've been reading it for 3 weeks, and I'm only about 50% through the story. So, it's taken me a while to get through it, and it's probably going to be the only book I will be reading in September. But other than the length of it, I really am loving this story. So those were the 3 books that I read in August. I went to see The Matrix, the 20th anniversary of The Matrix in the movie theaters. I didn't see it in the movie theaters when it originally came out. It has held up really well as a movie. The special effects were wonderful. The storyline was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed seeing it in the movie theaters. The first time I saw it, I was dating a guy, and we were watching it on VCR tape at the time in his living room, and it would play a little bit, and then he would pause and turn and explain it to me. And I'm like, why are you doing this? And he says, well, I'm just explaining it to you so you'll know what's happening. And I'm like, who explained it to you? And he said, no one. And I'm like, so why do you think I need to have it explained to me? He got kind of miffed about that. But that is my Matrix memory. That's what I will always associate with the Matrix. This is actually before the term mansplaining came about, but this is exactly what it was. But anyway, I loved it in the movie theater. I saw Where'd You Go, Bernadette? And I really liked it as a movie. I didn't read the book, but you could tell the book was pretty rich in details that you just couldn't get into in the movie. They just kind of skated over some plots and subplots, but I did really enjoy it. I probably won't read the book because now I know what happens, so no point in reading the book. And then, what else? I went to see Blinded by the Light. This is a true story about a Pakistani living in England, and they are discriminated against at the time, and he hears the music of Bruce Springsteen, and the words really resonate with him, and it kind of gives him confidence to step out and realize that he can be more than what his family has told him he has to be. So it was a really, really wonderful story. My sister is also a huge Bruce Springsteen fan, and at the end of the story, the protagonist, Jevon, has seen like 150 Bruce Springsteen concerts. I'm sure my sister has seen that many as well. So she is quite on par with him in terms of being a Bruce Springsteen fan. I like his music, but I've never been to a concert. I'm fine with just hearing it on the radio. But that was also a really good movie. And then the other movie I saw was, you'll laugh, Dora the Explorer. I really liked it. It was completely unbelievable, very predictable, but it was also still a really fun movie. So that was my August in a nutshell. Thank you for watching.